Well, I think Portrait of a Graduate is where we want to head in the future, and that is looking at the skills that we know that our students need to have to be successful in today's world, but certainly preparing them for a life beyond high school, which for us, many of us can't even begin to know what it is. And it was very important to make sure that the Portrait of a Graduate was reflective of all of our students, not just certain students.
What adaptations he has to make or she has to make to be the fastest shark in our pond.
I don't want teachers to feel overwhelmed when they read the Portrait of a Graduate, but when I read the different and various skills that are articulated in the document, they're non-age specific in my estimation. I mean, do we want kindergartners to be able to articulate what they're learning? Do we want them to be able to present their ideas and thoughts? Do we want them to recognize and value diverse thinking? I think it's, for the first time ever, it's one of the best I've seen in terms of a real articulation of looking at what is the outcome that we're expecting and how we can design the work that we prepare for our students to do with that in mind. I think it will take us time to develop maybe a curriculum. I think it's just finding room to do more authentic project-based learning, find room in our program of studies for more authentic assessment. But at the same time, I think as a former classroom teacher and I think as a lifelong teacher as a whole, when I read them, I can see them at play in classrooms all throughout Fairfax County public schools. So I would imagine many of our teachers are already using various educational strategies that support the Portrait of a Graduate. Key message is, it's not more, it's different. So as people read the Portrait of a Graduate, I don't want them to automatically think it's more of, but I want us to think of it as different and changing the work that we're doing and changing what we expect our students to be engaged in terms of learning and how they are involved in classroom instruction. I'm excited about the Portrait of a Graduate because I think it helps us reinvigorate. I think for many of us, while we wanted to be educators, it's that joy, excitement around learning because we've, I think, lost our way in a high-stakes testing environment, and we're trying to find our way back to what we know is exciting about learning.